Rachel is having a little bit of cramping in her calf while we're driving.
It's hurting, so I'm gonna actually, it's so bad right in this moment that I am actually gonna just like squirt this right into my mouth. And these things do not taste great, but like I want this thing to go away.
You're gonna shoot magnesium drops? Ew. You are so much better than me.
Oh, but I need it.
Can you believe we have gotten all the way to the Georgia border? I have seltzer water here. That's all that is.
Only seltzer water.
Only seltzer water, and it's still halfway full. Like, we've driven like 400 miles, and this is the first time we've even stopped to pee. Like, I'm pretty impressed with this.
I'm very impressed. What's up, family? I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And we are
Two Crazy Ketos. And if you're new to our channel, welcome. Here on Two Crazy Ketos, we do different things like recipe videos and we do product reviews. We talk about various keto topics, and every Monday we go live on Keto on the Couch, where we just kind of talk about what's going on in our lives for the week.
You can find us in different social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
And we have a website, which is twocrazyketos.com, and that's where you're going to find all of our different recipes. Now, we do upload at least 5 new videos every single week, so make sure you subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to hit the little bell icon, and that way every single time we don't know whether to stay or go, you'll be alerted to it.
We absolutely are living up to the name Two Crazy Ketos.
Super crazy.
It is currently 9:30.
Yeah.
We are in Georgia.
Uh-huh. Should we stay or should we go?
We have about 5.5 hours till we get to Tennessee.
I'm like, let's just do it.
The only problem is if we drive straight through to Tennessee, and I have tons of energy. I could drive all night, no problem.
Same.
We're going to get there around 1:30 in the morning.
Probably 2.
And we don't have a hotel. So it's stop now, find a hotel, get up at 6 in the morning because we need to avoid Atlanta traffic.
Yeah.
Or we drive straight through and see if we can find a hotel in Nashville at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. What do you think?
I don't know if you want to stay in a hotel that would book at 2 a.m. Like, wink, wink. How many hours do you want this hotel for, sir?
And we would need it for tonight. Literally, you're just paying and then sleep for a few hours. And then we need it for Thursday night because Friday we have an Airbnb with the rest of the speakers and stuff. So,
but I say let's just go.
You want to go. So I have a confession to make. I'm cheating on beef, butter, bacon, and egg.
You are?
I'm having a second cup of coffee.
Well, we'll allow it.
The only thing is we haven't eaten today.
No, and you're almost to the next day.
I know.
This could be your early morning cup of coffee.
Technically, no. But we haven't eaten. We actually brought our cooler. We have hot dogs and eggs. And what else is in there?
I don't know, but I peeled those eggs and I did a pitiful job with it.
That's okay. But we have them. They're in our cooler. They're plugged in the back. But we haven't been hungry, and I have a ton of energy.
I don't even want another cup of coffee. I'm having some liquid death.
So what do you think? What are we going to do?
We're going to go.
We're going to go?
Let's just do it.
I have to say, we're stopping to get... This is the first stop for gas. We have gone 500 miles.
Totally worth trading in my car.
On one tank of gas, and it actually said we can go another 80 miles before needing gas. We're not going to push it. Because driving through this part of Georgia, like, you don't know when the next gas station is. I do know there is a Buc-ee's in 60 miles. And if we're going to drive straight through, we are going to stop at Buc-ee's if we're driving straight through. You might as well kill some time. Maybe we'll get there at 4 in the morning.
I about cried when we went past the one in Florida.
I know. So maybe we'll drive straight through. But I want to say, I am super impressed with this car. 500 miles on a tank of gas. We're averaging 44 miles to a gallon in this Jetta. Like, really, really impressed.
This is dad statistics that are just amazing.
Good morning.
Well, good afternoon.
Well, it's still morning. It's 11 o'clock.
Well, we're getting a little bit of a later start than we would normally want to, but it's for good reason.
But we have been up since 7:30 in the morning, and the scary part about that is we didn't get into our hotel room till 3:30, and finding a hotel, that was kind of interesting.
It was not interesting. It was awful because we got in so late that a lot of the hotels had kind of closed their books for the night.
Yeah, they didn't want to let us in.
And we couldn't get into a new hotel until 3 o'clock the next afternoon.
Right.
Which wasn't going to work because we were just beat. We were tired.
So we had called a bunch of places and like, hey, I have a reservation. So we called this place I'm like, listen, I'm going to make a reservation right now for Thursday night, but can you get me in now?
Yes.
And he's like, well, you're going to have to pay for it. I'm like, I'm fine paying for that.
Just let us in.
I have like Marriott points and stuff. I'm like, but I'll use my Marriott points to pay for Thursday night and I'll pay for Friday night. So the guy's like, come on over. I'll figure it out.
Bless
so
him.
I'm like, thank you so much. So we get over to this hotel room probably about 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning by the time we actually get here. And I go in, and the guy goes, oh, you used your points to pay for Thursday night? And I'm like, yes. And I'm like, but I'll pay with my card for right now. He's like, you know what? You've come a long way. I'm just going to let you go check into your room right now.
Lord, bless this man.
I don't have to wait till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He's like, no, we're going to check you in right now. You're good. Thank you very much.
So stinking awesome because, you were
Marriott to the rescue.
You were getting in that, like, danger zone where I was like, I don't think we can drive around any longer because you get kind of punch drunk.
Yeah, I was fine, but once we got in here, we literally I'm thinking like I have to wind down. We turned on the TV.
You were out.
I think what we were putting on, Legally Blonde.
Right.
I think we literally got through the opening credits out cold.
She didn't get to Harvard before we got to Counting Sheep.
No, I happened to wake up as the end credits were rolling.
Look at my new shirt because we did go visit a Buc-ee's
on the way.
Was it Tennessee? It could have been
Georgia.
And I thought this is definitely a shout out to my grandparents who used to preface pretty much every single statement with Lord willing. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Lord willing. And I remember somebody said, isn't the whole statement Lord willing and the creek don't rise? Mm-hmm. And then that's it. And you know what my grandfather used to say?
What?
If Lord willing, even if the creek does rise, we gonna do it anyway.
I found my grandbaby a first shirt or onesie dress /
an outfit from Buc-ee's.
Yeah, it's cool. It looks like
Buc-ee's
a little
souvenir.
Skirt dress, but it's a onesie.
He was so excited about that.
And it's 100% cotton. That was even cooler.
You weren't even looking for your own clothes at this point. You're just looking for
looking for my
stuff.
grandbaby.
Oh my goodness.
So we're going to go explore Nashville. Yeah. I brought my drone. We were hoping to go to a park because we have that Turbo Ant scooter. We brought our scooters with us, and they have an updated version, so they had sent it to us. We were going to do a comparison, but evidently you cannot fly a drone in any park here in Tennessee, which is kind of a bummer. So we may have it fly us around like down the street because you can fly your drone in a lot of areas, like over downtown Nashville, but you can't fly it in any parks. But we're going to go kind of explore, maybe check out some of the parks and stuff like that. I know that Chris and Miriam are getting in like way late
Super late tonight.
So we may do something with them tomorrow. But we're going to go see what's going on. But we did want to show you, we haven't eaten yet. We're going to eat in a little while. But we wanted to show you what we brought with us in our cooler.
If you are traveling and you just want to eat out on Triple B&E, it is completely possible. In fact, we just released a new lesson about that in our course. But if you want to pack stuff like we did on Triple B&E, that just makes it easier and you can just, accentuate your vacation with a couple of eating out experiences. We brought our cooler. It's an electric cooler. I freaking love this thing because it keeps things super cold. In fact, you can freeze stuff with this cooler. We got it on Amazon. We don't have a review of it, but we've used it on a lot of trips and we really enjoy it. It's the Joy Tutus.
Yeah, we'll leave a link for it down below. We're not sponsored by them.
No,
but this
really
thing goes
helpful.
everywhere and it works really well.
Yeah, I like the fact that you can freeze stuff. So you could bring creamies, if you weren't on Triple B&E. So we got some chorizo sausages. These things are awesome. You just have to hose yourself down after you eat them.
I think there's even a bag to put them in once we open it.
Of course, we have butter. And Joe has been using that.
For coffee.
Yeah, he put some in his coffee last night. We've got some Liquid Death canned water. We like using the cans over the bottles whenever necessary. I did think it was nice that when we got in last night, they had a couple of bottles of water for us. I just thought that was like super sweet. We have some deviled eggs, which I peeled.
Deviled?
Are not deviled, boiled eggs that I peeled. I'm already imagining them deviled, right? I'm already imagining them with some, butter, mayo, and mustard in them. I peeled them and I did a pitiful job. I was in a hurry last night, and I think half of the skin on these guys like stayed with the shell. We have some of these certified Piedmontese beef snacks to bring along. You accidentally brought a jalapeno one, but I usually just use the original, at least on this challenge. We actually have a video that's coming up, or it may actually be out already by the time you're seeing this video. So if it is, I'm gonna go ahead and link it up here. That's when Joe actually got to interview a representative from Certified Piedmontese. We freaking love their stuff. And once you find out what they are doing with their products, you're gonna understand why it is so next level delicious. All their meat is incredible. And then of course, we have a big honkin'
Those are the Tetons.
Hot dogs, the Tetons, like the Grand Tetons, the Teton sausages. They're really super delicious. We do have a refrigerator in our room. We don't have a microwave here, but that's okay. I don't mind eating, meat sticks, the chorizo, and, even hot dogs cold. I'm a big fan of cold hot dogs, actually. Am I the only one out there? Leave a comment down below. Will you eat a cold hot dog? Because that's what I'm wondering. It's so nice getting to be in downtown Nashville, Tennessee, and just taking a look at all of the music history. It's around every single corner, and we don't have to miss a single step because we're riding on a turbo ant.
When I was a boy, I didn't know nothing. I didn't have a care in the world. I had innocence and ignorance of things I wish I still did not know. But no matter how far these songs take me, if my dreams come true or the heartaches break me, no matter where I make my bed, I long for you. Tennessee, Tennessee, I was born here and raised here. I'll make my grave here its home. Tennessee. We've all got a story frozen in time. People and places, living and dying, heartbeats and breathing, just trying to make sense of it all. I am the second born of my mother and father. He's a lion-hearted man, she's a Jesus-loving woman. And no matter how far I roam, I always belong to Tennessee, Tennessee. I was born here and raised here, and I'll make my grave here its home. Tennessee. It's not just geography, it's a part of me, the air I breathe. And we've got a history, and the blood runs through Tennessee, 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 Tennessee. I was born here and raised
we are going to be eating at a place that's closer to our hotel because Nashville prices are like crazy, yo. So we're going to Corky's Barbecue. It's just a fast casual, but they have brisket and they have pork and they have sausage by the pound. So that's perfect for us. Yes, I think that we are in hog heaven. So we got our food, and honestly, it's cheaper than going to Longhorn. It's cheaper than going to Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean, let's be honest. And look at how much food we got.
Wow.
This is crazy, yo.
Yeah, we were going to go to Longhorn Steakhouse because it's literally like at the foot of the hotel. We could have walked there.
Yeah.
But there's no way to like accommodate the sides. So we were going to basically pay like $23 for steak. You couldn't eat any of the sides. We came over here. And let's show you what we got. Okay, so we have a pound of brisket. They held the sauce for us. I asked them no sauce. They didn't put any sauce in it. We have a pound of pulled pork. Again, no sauce on it. And then this is a pound of sausage. I forgot to tell them to not put the seasoning on there, but I'm okay with that little bit of seasoning.
So here's where the 90-10 rule comes in when it comes to going out to eat. You don't want to make yourself crazy.
Yeah, remember, strive for perfection. Know you're never going to achieve it. We did the best we could, and this applies to not just beef, butter, bacon, egg, but even keto. We did the best we could. There's no sauce on it. Okay, so there's probably a touch of sugar or something in the spice that's on there, but I'm not gonna freak out. It's lightly dusted. Maybe there's a couple of carbs from it, but I'm not gonna worry too much because the rest of our diet is really good.
Got water.
We're not having any cheese. We're not even having any pickles or onions or anything like that. So if this is the only thing, let's say that there are 5 carbs in, that seasoning mix. That's still the only 5 carbs we're eating for the entire day. Unless when we get back to the hotel, we have some eggs. But
right.
I'm not going to really worry about that.
Now, of course, we don't trust anyone's salt. We always bring our own salt. We're like total weirdos, but it tastes just different, right?
Yeah, we got to try this. That's good.
Perfect.
This sausage, it is really good. Good morning.
Good morning. We've made the beds,
Yep.
and I think we're ready to leave this hotel room and get back on the road. It's Friday.
Yeah. So we are heading over to some barbecue place. I want to say it was like Mission or something like that.
We'll take it.
And we're going to meet up with Chris and Miriam and Kate. And we're going to have some breakfast/lunch, whatever you want to call it.
Breakfast brisket.
So we're going to go have that. We're checking out of here. Later on this afternoon, we are checking into the party house.
The party house. And we bring in the party.
So we're staying in an Airbnb with Kim Howerton and Cindy and Autumn. I don't know
Richard?
who else is staying with us. I don't even know if Richard is coming. I'm
I
assuming
hope so.
he is. Yes, but Autumn has made it very clear when she goes to these things, Richard, zip it.
He can't go on the stage.
He's not allowed on the
except for
stage.
karaoke.
He's allowed on karaoke. Well, there's no karaoke for this event.
No, there's no karaoke. But Keto Palooza, we get to see him on the stage, which I'm excited about.
Yeah, Keto Palooza is in 2 weeks. It's like 2 weeks from today.
2 weeks from today.
Yeah.
Wow. So our bellies are full of pork and beef. And so now we just walked over to Greece, apparently, because the Parthenon is here in Nashville. I don't know if we're in Nashville, if we're in like Brentwood or something now. But
I think it's Nashville.
But wait until you see. Seriously, they parked Greece here. So we're here to see Greece, but they have a beautiful statue honoring the Tennessee women suffragette movement. And I just think that is so stinking cool, right? So this is the coolest thing. We were reading the plaque about the Tennessee women's suffragette movement. And it says that on August 18th, 1920, Representative Harry Byrne surprised everyone by voting yes after receiving a note from his mother telling him to be a good boy and vote for suffrage. So all those mamas out there, just keep telling your kids what to do because we could have a major impact. So we're here outside of the museum about to go in, but look at this perspective. Absolutely incredible. So we are definitely going to check out this museum. All right.
Autumn's trying steak tartare.
I got it.
Eat all the chips. Eat the chip too. Eat all the chips. Yeah. There you go. You got it.
It's not bad, right?
That's your birthday meal next year.
I mean, what is no?
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's time for the PhD Summit, and I need to put some makeup on.
It is Saturday morning. We're heading over to the conference in about 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. So yesterday was a great day. We finally went to a decent barbecue place.
We went to Martin's
Barbecue. Turns out they've been on like diners, drive-ins, and dives.
I know, that was super cool. I'll have to tell my brother because he's like a huge fan of that show.
It was really good barbecue. And then afterwards, we hung out with Chris and Miriam, and then Cindy got here. Then we hung out with Kim for a little while. Then we went out to dinner at Cane Prime.
It was delicious. That was not the first time they have cooked a steak.
It was very hard, though, for me. The steak was amazing. I had a Wagyu ribeye, and I'm not a ribeye person. I'm a prime rib person, but not a ribeye. But wow, that was the most delicious ribeye I've ever had. The fat melted. It's almost like it was cooked as a prime rib.
I had a bone-in prime rib, and I had what was it? Bone marrow butter.
That was delicious.
Oh my gracious!
And then we had
beef tartare. I've never eaten that before.
And you guys saw, like, we basically kind of like strongly encouraged Autumn to try it.
We voluntold her.
Yeah. But there was a lot of other food, but we were good. But it was so hard. Dr. Barry and Nisha ordered like a whole bunch of oysters, and I really wanted some of those oysters. But
didn't you?
We were good.
We stuck to it.
And everybody said the vegetables were good.
I feel like if we could stick to it when we see
a once-in-a-lifetime dinner,
then I feel very proud of us.
It was delicious. It was just amazing. I'm so grateful to Dr. Barry and Nisha for bringing us there.
Thanks for bringing us along.
More important than the food, though, it was the company.
Oh my goodness, the fellowship was beautiful. I got to sit next to Joe, and Jen Delaney came. That was like a surprise bonus. She was coming with Autumn to be there with the Keto Strong Table at the conference because Autumn's going to be emceeing. Right. So I was just so excited to get to see Jen. I was just like, what? I mean, I almost forgot there was steak there.
Yeah, it was just a fun night all around. So I'm going to go upstairs, check in with everyone. Like I said, we're leaving in about 30 minutes. You got to put your makeup on.
I got to put a face on.
Then we're going to head on over to the conference. And I just was going through the agenda, and dinner tonight for the VIPs and us is being catered by Martin's Barbecue.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so they chose wisely.
Yeah.
They chose wisely because that place was freaking delicious.
Cindy, how did you get her to hand over the baby?
I offered her food. That's right. Brisket does a lot of things, you know. But look at this. Cindy and I are going to make a run for it. Don't tell anybody. Do you think they'll notice if we take a baby? Probably not.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Happy Sunday. I'm a little sad because this is go home day, which is not, I mean, that doesn't make me sad. I want to go home and see my family and see my dog. But it makes me a little bit sad because Nurse Cindy left this morning. Autumn and Richard left this morning. I didn't get to see Autumn and Richard and Jen because they had to leave like super early.
We're going to see them in 2 weeks.
And I had no pants on when they were leaving. So, you know, I mean, we're family, but like put some pants on, Rachel. So they left this morning, but we did get to, you know, hug Miss Cindy goodbye, which was awesome. And now we're going to go out to breakfast. We're on our way over to First Watch. Which is really a chain of breakfast joints. We're gonna go with Kim Howerton, and we're going with Lisa Cook, and we're going with the Bears, and just gonna enjoy some breakfast. I kind of took a look at the menu this morning, Joe.
Okay.
And I saw...
I've been there before. I'm gonna get like eggs and bacon.
Yeah, because everything, there was plenty of perfectly keto omelet options. In fact, there was like a bacon avocado omelet that looked really, really good. However, I can't have avocado right now. Right. So the easiest thing for me is to go bacon, eggs, pork sausage. So I'm just gonna order things a la carte.
So yesterday, we were so busy, we did like really zero filming.
Zilcha.
I think we got one clip, but you know, we had a blast doing the live stream.
Yes.
That was so much fun. And then there were so many people on the live stream for lunch. We decided to just talk. I mean, hey, we have to practice for 11 on 11 anyway, right?
That's right.
So we decided to just talk because we didn't want to tell 1,500 people, come back in an hour.
We'll see. Here's a commercial. So, yeah, that was really fun. So we didn't eat any food anyway.
So we didn't have lunch. And then for dinner, there was the VIP dinner. But we had brisket. We had like a one slice of brisket apiece from Mission Barbecue. Not Mission. I don't know why I complain.
Martin's
Barbecue. It was good. It was kind of a bummer that we were doing beef, butter, bacon, and egg because there were some phenomenal looking lemon curd desserts and stuff.
Perfectly keto.
And there was like
pulled chicken,
coleslaw, and chicken, but we couldn't have any of that. But then we went back to the house and we hung out with Kim Howerton and the Bears
and Jen
Cindy and Jen. And we ate up the hard-boiled eggs that we had brought, and we still had some leftover barbecue from Corky's. And we just sat around, had a good time talking. So we're gonna go to breakfast now, and then afterwards, time to head home. We got about
get on the road.
It's a 12-hour drive by the time you stop and whatever. Although we don't have to do too much stopping for gas, it'll probably be like 13 hours.
On the road again.
We just finished breakfast a little while ago. We ate at First Watch. And the menu looked pretty good. I mean, not a lot of it for just beef, butter, bacon, egg, but they did let us order a la carte. So I had 4 eggs over easy with nice runny yolks.
Okay.
And 2 side orders of bacon, which was the equivalent of like 8 slices of bacon. And the bacon was pretty good, especially for like a diner kind of thing. The only thing is it's very weird for me because I usually purchase thick cut bacon.
Yes.
Right? I like the thick cut bacon. And I like that I don't like snotty bacon.
Oh no, I do not like
I want my bacon crispy.
Bacon.
But I do want a little bit of like chewy fat on it. Does that make sense? Like it's gotta be crispy, but it's gotta be fatty.
Right.
And because this was thin sliced, it was just crispy. So when we have thin sliced bacon, I like to do twisty bacon so that it's got a more significant crunch.
Right.
Right? It's because now you're taking thin bacon and kind of making it thick because it's twisty. And so, but it was really good. But more important than the food was the good company.
It was a beautiful time of just like chatting and enjoying each other on like a Sunday morning, afternoon. It was just a beautiful, relaxing brunch time conversation with everybody. I ordered 2 eggs. I ordered 1 order of bacon, and then I ordered an order of pork sausage, which were links. And let me tell you, those guys were nice and chubby.
Were they?
Yes.
I thought about ordering it, and I'm like, bacon sausage.
Yeah.
Bacon sausage.
I couldn't make the decision.
And I looked. I chose the bacon. And then I looked down because you were sitting on the other end talking to Kim Howerton.
Right.
And to Miriam. And I looked down and I'm like, that looks really good.
It's the sausage that got away.
But there were 2 people in between us.
So you couldn't reach
reach
over?
I was going to be like, will you swap 2 slices of bacon for like a sausage? I don't think you would have anyway.
Well, I might have made you a trade because I will tell you, as much as you were like meh about the bacon, mine did have like a little crispy fat on the ends. So I was like super, super happy with my bacon. So I might have made you a trade. But now we're on the road, we're headed home. We've only got like just a little tiny 11-hour drive to make. You think you can do it?
I don't know. We're gonna play today by ear.
We did not learn from our first experience.
Yeah, but we don't have to find a hotel. If we go all the way through,
our home will let us in.
The home is letting us in.
Okay.
So the plan is drive if I get tired. We stop at a major exit. You know, we'll be on the other side of Atlanta no matter what. Like if we stop, we're gonna stop where there's 5 or 6 hours to go. Keto on the Couch is already pre-recorded.
That was a brilliant decision.
We don't have to get home. So whether we get home at 3 in the morning or we get home at, 3 in the afternoon.
We good.
It doesn't matter because I don't believe we scheduled anything for tomorrow.
Praise God. Sometimes it's just good to have like a backup on your backup plan, right? Like taping Keto on the Couch was a really good call. So,
and the plan
super
is
excited.
to drive for a while. I did stop. I wanted to get seltzer water, but they didn't have any, so we stopped at a gas station.
Got an entire gallon of
Just
water.
ice water.
Yeah.
They charged me for the ice water, but it was only 69 cents, so I'll take that.
69 cents for water.
And
That's
then-
a good way to handle it because if you go and buy a bottle of water, it's like $2.
Yeah. So, well, I did buy 4 bottles of water. I don't know if you have your bottle, if you got rid of it, but there's
I drank it.
3 in the cooler just in case. But those waters were 2 for $4. So yeah, much cheaper to go that way. But for me, I wanted the ice. But the plan is to try to make it. Maybe we'll have some dinner because honestly, I'm sure I'm going to get hungry because I didn't really eat yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
We have a couple of hard-boiled eggs in the cooler left, but I'd like to make it. Maybe stop at Buc-ee's and get some brisket.
I knew it. I want to stop at Buc-ee's for like clothing.
So it's about 5:30. We are in Georgia, and we just stopped at Buc-ee's to get some brisket. I did not get a soda. I wanted a soda so bad. I'm so used to driving and drinking a soda, but I did not get one. I'm still in my water, but we got some delicious brisket. No sauce on. Just go up to the counter and say, hey, can you give me some sliced brisket? No sauce. I'm sure there's something in the seasoning, but I'm okay with that. And then we got some Redmond rail salt.
I'm really proud of you for not getting any Diet Coke. I know that was super challenging. Of course, we brought our own Redmond, and we're going to put that on some of this delicious... Oh, or Joe's just going to grab it for a little road meal, not snack. You're going to eat till you're full, even on the road.
Right.
Well, it's like 8 o'clock, and guess where we're stopped?
Buc-ee's. But we didn't buy any more brisket or anything.
We're just finishing up what we got.
We've got what we, bought before. I actually wanted to get a seltzer water. They don't have any in the fountain. They have like 2 million fountain things. None of them give water or seltzer water, so I bought a couple of bottles of seltzer water put in there.
What is this?
And I don't know. I just thought
The Path.
this was like an interesting looking bottle. It's an
Water
aluminum bottle of water.
From the Mandalorian.
There were 2 different kinds. One was black, one was white. One is like alkaline. I think that's the alkaline water, which Dr. Berry says is worthless. Like, don't drink alkaline water. I've got a coffee too, because I haven't decided if we're going to drive all the way through yet. Let me try.
I mean, it tastes like water and good marketing, but I love the metal bottle.
I would almost save that metal bottle.
I'm totally going to save this bottle. Like, I would absolutely use this again. Am I turning into my grandmother? Is this
Possibly.
what happens? Like, you're going to be a grandma, so you just start saving random things. Am I going to start saving like tons of paper bags and gift bags and butcher paper?
By the way, speaking of grandma, did you see the picture of the onesie that I almost bought for the baby?
No.
I sent it to you, but it's a onesie. It says, I'm never allowed to date.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, okay, get back in there and get that one. And while you're doing that,
We're going to have some chorizo.
I love it.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning. I am so sorry, but I cannot get on the road until I have a shower and change my clothes. But we don't want to have to dig through the car in order to get some clothes. So the only thing that I could get to easily was the pajamas that Joe just got me at Buc-ee's, a pair of his socks that were clean, and my sneakers. So this is going to be the travel outfit. The only thing is, I feel like loungewear now could be like fancy wear, don't you think?
I was going to say, those pajamas don't look like pajamas. And they're that nice, soft feeling, which I love.
Well, it doesn't even matter if it's appropriate. I feel like after the Lord Voldemort years, anything goes.
So good morning.
Good morning.
So last night we were driving, and right around 11 o'clock, we were going to go all the way through. And around 11 o'clock, I kind of started being like, I got to get out of this car. I got to move. I need to stretch.
I was getting silly tired.
And Rachel was getting really tired. So we decided to stop in, what town are we in? Alachua?
Alachua.
Alachua. That's what town we're in. And we do not have the best luck when it comes to motels, hotels.
But it didn't matter. It was literally like, who will take us? Let's go. So this was the first one. Quality Inn.
We stayed at the Quality Inn. No, now I will say, very clean.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cheap. It was $65 for the night, so I'm good with that.
Cheap and clean. That's Rachel.
So here's the thing that we have learned when you're doing these road trips and you don't know where you're going to stop. You're just going to stop when you're tired and when there's a whole group of hotels. That's number one. Step number one, don't stop where there's only one hotel. You want to stop where there's a group of hotels.
Hedge your bets.
So we got off on this exit. The first place we went to, we looked it up and it's like $160 a night. And I'm like, for what?
No.
And so step number two, don't go into the hotel motel and get a room. You need to go find it online because the rates are always cheaper online. So for example, if we would have stayed in this place and gone right inside, it was $110.
Not worth it.
Booking it online, it was $65.
Maybe worth it.
So here's what happened. We book it online. We're sitting in the parking lot. We book it online. We go in and there's a sign. We'll be back. When are you going to be back? So after about 10 minutes, we call the number. Nobody's answering here. So we called the main Choice Hotels phone number, which I guess is local because they're like, this is Choice Hotels Jacksonville.
Right.
And I'm like, well, we've booked a hotel here or a room here.
There's nobody manning
and
the
there's
station.
nobody here. He is like, well, don't leave because if you leave, we're going to mark you as not coming. I'm like, well, how long do I have to wait? It's midnight. I want to go to bed.
Right.
He's like, give it at least a half hour.
Okay. We're going to sleep in our car, we figure. So fortunately, another employee got dropped off for their shift.
Well, she got called in. So she said that the person who was supposed to be here just decided, I'm not coming to work today.
All right.
So they called this girl and she was like, she comes in with her pillow.
Bless her heart.
In her pajamas, and she gets us into our room. All is good. We slept for about 6 hours, 6.5 hours.
I do not remember any part of that sleeping.
Really?
I mean,
we
I
put on Jurassic World on the TV.
Out. Jurassic World could not even keep me awake.
Yeah. We saw, I think, like a minute of that and out cold. So we're going to get on the road. It is now 8 o'clock. We may go find something to eat. There's a Waffle House across the street if you want some just eggs and bacon and give yourself a little bit of energy.
I mean,
you want coffee.
I want coffee.
So we have fully lost all of our common sense. We are about to walk right into this Waffle House wearing pajamas to play. Will anybody notice the lady wearing pajamas in the Waffle House? But you know what? What we will do for some bacon, eggs, sausage, coffee in the morning, make a fool of ourselves? Absolutely.
So we have not been into a Waffle House probably in 10 years.
We won't be getting waffles, obviously.
Or their potatoes.
I'm gonna tell you, my grandmother would not be proud of this out dining in your pajamas mood. Oh, and good, my hair looks awful. Oh my goodness. Look at this.
Sorry for the convenience. We will be closed from 9/8 to 9:15. Go to our other location.
Oh man, and my watch is dead.
I just realized something.
We have a lot of cords in this car.
The sign said that they are closed from September 8th to September 15th.
Isn't this like...
Today's September 19th.
Yeah.
I guess that's a normal construction thing here in Florida.
Right.
Okay. I can't be the only person who's ever experienced this.
All right.
Have you ever had this thing where something pops in your head and you're thinking about that and you want that, but it's not something you ever want and then you can't stop thinking about it?
Right.
For example, hey, I could use some breakfast. We really didn't eat a lot yesterday. I'm kind of hungry. I would love some breakfast for the road. We would never consider Waffle House except for there was a Waffle House.
Right.
But then when we can't go to the Waffle House, I can't stop thinking, I want Waffle House right now.
You do not want Waffle House.
I do. I want Waffle House.
You want breakfast.
No, I want Waffle House breakfast. The weirdest thing is we have not been to Waffle House in 10 years.
Here's the thing. You do not want Waffle House.
I do.
You want maybe a diner. We could substitute any diner. Let me tell you, I lost an entire row of arm hair at a Waffle House because I put my arm on the table. I don't know what kind of like shellac syrup that they had that had calcified or something onto the table.
It is so true.
And when I ripped my arm off, like seriously, a full year's worth of arm hair length just came off.
You're right. I mean, you do. Yeah, a lot of times the tables are super sticky. And again, we have not been there in 10 years.
You are not craving a Waffle House experience.
And the funny part is the only thing that we're going to eat is bacon eggs. Like,
exactly.
Why did you ever go to, we never even went to Waffle House for the waffles. I mean, they weren't that good, right?
We went for the ambiance.
You went for the ambiance of Waffle House. So I'm hoping as we drive, we do see maybe a Waffle House, but something. I really would like a couple of eggs and some bacon. But we do have Keto on the Couch premiering in an hour and a half. So it's going to have to be timed properly.
One more thing about Waffle House, let me tell you.
Okay.
They have the War and Peace of menus. The only menu that I have seen longer than a Waffle House menu. I mean,
Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory and Waffle House. It's like if they don't have it, you don't need it.
That's right. Okay.
This ain't the Waffle House.
We tried to stop at another exit for Waffle House in Denellen. Their sign said there's a Waffle House. We got off. It said it's 0.1 miles. And it looks like it was not there anymore. There was a building that looked like it should be a Waffle House.
We are done looking.
I'm done looking because we're about to get on the
Waffle
turnpike.
House. Yeah.
So last stop before we get on the turnpike, and then like there's not a lot of exits. So we stopped the Pilot and we're just having some hot dogs. I got a coffee.
Hot dogs and mustard. You can do keto with hot dogs and mustard.
You can do beef, butter, bacon, and egg with hot dogs and mustard. Rachel is premiering Keto on the Couch. How's it going?
It's so good. I just love chatting with everybody. I have this weird napkin here because I will spill my coffee right here on my brand new pajamas.
So we're about an hour and 15 minutes from home. Still haven't stopped to go to the bathroom. I'm pretty impressed with that so far. But I have made the decision that Pilot does not have good coffee.
They do not have good coffee.
This is the third cup of Pilot coffee that we have had on this trip. And just like all the other ones, I was excited because this one was like bourbon maple pecan flavor.
No taste. I can't believe you're telling me there's a taste to this coffee.
I want you to taste this because to me, it just tastes burnt.
So
Okay, you haven't had this flavor yet.
This is a different coffee than what you got me?
Yes. No, I didn't get you.
Oh, okay.
Yours came from earlier. Burnt.
I mean, it's burnt, but at least I taste a flavor.
It's still burnt. So we are about 10 minutes from home. And
Making sure I'm taking my Redmond.
yeah, we need some electrolytes in. We're about 10 minutes from home, and as we were driving, we started thinking, we don't have any food to frost it.
No, we've eaten all of our weenies and eggs and everything.
But it is Monday, which means it's buy one, get one free bacon day at Fresh Market. So we stopped here. I bought 8 pounds of bacon. And then
sounds promising.
I got 4 nice big half-pound burger patties. They also, even though we have a whole bunch of beef at home, they had beef tenderloin on sale for like 50% off if you're a member.
Oh my gracious.
So I bought a nice big beef tenderloin, but it's...
Are we a member of the grocery store?
We are. But it is like vacuum packed, so we don't have to cook that today. That'll actually keep for a few days. But yeah, we're going to go home and just relax. And we'll finish this vlog up at home. And then tonight we have our weekly check-in.
Yay!
Home
and already in our pajamas. That was convenient, right?
You started in your pajamas.
I did, so I'm dressed for being home.
So we just got home. I made a little bit of food.
Oh.
We took everything out of the car, but we are not unpacking. I have to work on the podcast coming out tomorrow. You, ma'am, are going to get in bed until we have our check-in at 6 o'clock.
But first, burgers.
So here's what we got. We got some bacon, a burger, eggs, perfectly cooked because it's a good gravy for the burger.
I'm okay with it as long as there's a gravy. Now, we ate beef tartare for the first time on this trip.
Yep.
As we showed you, Autumn's adorable reaction to it. But yeah, it was, you know, you had to have a juicy egg over. And I got to tell you, in that form, I was glad it had the egg.
It was really, really good. Takeaways from the trip?
Too many t-shirts, too many slogans, right? Sharpening your knife, you know, sharpening your blade, so to speak. That is something that I need to remember. Yeah. You know, I think that sometimes we work really hard and we think we'll just keep going. And it's like, it's the definition of insanity, right? Nothing is changing. Well, check your blade, right? Have you sharpened your blade lately? Yeah. I love that. That was for me. That was really, really good. For me, Nisha's N=1. Yes. Right? N=1. How do you do keto? How many macros? How much protein should I have? N=1. And if you missed it, you have to experiment. Yeah. Everybody is different. The amount of protein I eat is different from Rachel. It's different from you. The amount of fat that I eat is different from Rachel. It's different from you. Do you need to eat a lot more fat than protein? It's different for me than it is different for you. N=1. We have to experiment. We will continue to say the best place to start is 80 to 100 grams of protein, 1-to-1, so 100 grams of protein, 100 grams of fat, and adjust from there. Some people can have some extra sweeteners. Some people can't have any sweeteners. Right. Some people need a tremendous amount of fat and go all the way up to 2 grams of fat to 1 gram of protein, 3 grams of fat. Some people need to breathe right at 1-to-1. And the only way to know is to experiment. That's it. And that takes a lot of work. I mean, I'm definitely somebody who bought like the diet pills, you know, those type of diet pills, because... What was the one with the floating oil? Olestra? Oh no, that was the oil that you cook the potato chips in. Right, no, I was thinking... Ali. Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababa. No, yes, I purchased pills, even though I knew in the back part of my mind, this ain't gonna do nothing, right? Right. And then I purchased more pills when there was a higher price tag on them. Yes. Because I thought, well, if I pay enough money, it'll be better. I can get away with this. It's no substitute for hard work. Yeah. And even though we've kind of like got it down as far as what to eat. Right. We want it to be quick as far as what is the ratio? What is the exact proper ratio? Give me the perfect exact macros so that I can quickly get to where I need to be. Well, now in keto, the hard work comes from doing this experimentation on yourself to determine what ratio of like protein and fat works best for you. Yeah. And one thing I will say, when you do your N=1 experiments, whether it be beef, butter, bacon, egg, ketovore, carnivore, every experiment, you need to give it 2 to 4 weeks, minimum. You don't want to do something for 5 days and go, oh, that didn't work, didn't have results. Honestly, the minimum for anything, 30 days. That's why we're doing beef, butter, bacon, egg. It's really a 90-day. If you want to see optimal results, 90 days. But 30 days is the minimum. Like, it takes 2 weeks just to really begin getting in touch with satiety and starting to see the healing, starting to see our blood glucose is coming down, to start seeing like, hey, I'm feeling a little better in clothes. So if you quit after 5 or 6 days, right, you got to toss the experiment out. That one doesn't count. So, you know, if you want to try carnivore, 30 days. You want to try ketovore, 30 days. You want to try, hey, I'm going to introduce some veggies, 30 days. Everything should be 30 days minimum. And we had to come to that understanding for ourselves. If you look at the beginning of our channel, we did a ton of like 7-day challenges and figured like, oh, we're getting enough feedback from that, because we thought, wow, sticking to anything for a whole solid week, as, you know, career... We can all do something for a week. But I can do eggs only for a week. As career dieters, we were always looking for how quickly can we do something. And while we had a lot of fun with those challenges, if you are doing it not just because you're trying to have some fun with Keto Brick or you're trying to have some fun with Keto Chow, but you're doing something like Triple B&E and you're really trying to get in touch with some real healing for your body, you need to give it some time. Yeah, that was so powerful to me. And we also, even though we weren't very good
at showing all of our food just because so much was going on. We did at least talk about what we ate. We did do beef, butter, bacon, and egg on the road.
We did you guys proud.
We were tempted, or at least I was. I was definitely tempted with, 13 hours of driving each way. I want a soda. Those are my soda times. I reserve the Coke Zero for my trips. That's like my thing for trips. I didn't do it. I really wanted to try Nisha's dessert. When we went out to that steakhouse with Dr. Barry and Nisha and the other speakers.
They had some Brussels sprouts I wanted.
They were eating oysters. I wanted some of that, but we didn't. We stuck with it, and I'm happy, and I will say that I feel good.
I feel
like
awesome.
my clothes are looser. I'm not coming home with that ooh kind of feeling.
No. And we do that because we do want to be accountable to you, and we're never going to ask you to do something that we're not willing to do for ourselves, because we know you have unique challenges in your life, just like we have unique challenges in our life. And so a lot of times, if we're saying, hey, we're going to hold you accountable, we can't have an excuse on ourselves. So I always want to be caught doing good.
That's right.
Right?
So we are going to end this vlog here. Now, there is still one more chance this year to come and hang out with a whole bunch of people in the community. And that is Keto Palooza, which is 2 weeks from now. Really, not even. We will be on the road headed to Keto Palooza 10 days from today.
Wow.
10 days from today, it is back on the road. So we're leaving next Wednesday. So it's not even 10 days. It's really 9 days,
We want to see you, and we have a coupon.
We have a coupon, yep. So I'll leave the link for Keto Palooza down below.
We don't make any money.
In Louisville, Kentucky. We make no money. We just want to hang out with the community. Dr. Barry's going to be there. Ask Nurse Cindy's going to be there. Nisha's going to be there. Robert's going to be there. Keto Chow is going to be there. Lots of our subscribers. Matreya's going to be there.
Yes.
Hungry Heat's going to be there. Although he says it's for his birthday.
Yeah, Christopher.
Lots of people are going to be there. So you definitely want to, if you can, get there. We have a coupon. It's 2KK. Gets you $15 off. That's the last conference that we're going to be at for the year. And it's a great one to go out for, right?
Oh, man. That's the one to end the year with for me.
I'm really, really excited about heading off to Keto Palooza next week. Now, if you like seeing videos like this, take a look at some of the videos we have linked right over there. Also, make sure you take a look at our most recent videos I'm going to put right over here.
But whether you head this way or you head this way, don't forget to head this way. Subscribe to our channel and click the little bell icon, and that way every single time we go to a conference, you'll be alerted to it.
Till next time.
Bye.